Now, your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Kelly Bates.
Well, good evening and welcome back, everyone. We have partly cloudy skies here in the capital city. We have excellent visibility in place as well. It is kind of literally the calm before the storm, and we had another above average day. Our overnight lows meant we began at 40 degrees, so it wasn't too far of a stretch to top out at 48. Still well above the average of 40. The record high 62, so far from that, but still warmer than average. And we're still remaining warmer than average with a current of 44 in Providence. Again, that average is closer to 40. So our satellite radar showing the clouds that were here during the afternoon. Now we've got these thin clouds that are in place, giving us the partly cloudy skies we're seeing. And we are expecting things to clear out as we go through the overnight. And Monday is actually looking mostly sunny as well. So our forecast for tonight, just partly cloudy skies. Your low will drop to near about 29. I wanted to put this in place because Tuesday is the day we're all talking about. And there are so many question marks surrounding what's going to happen on Tuesday. And basically the spoiler of the whole thing is, are we going to develop a mixing layer and how far inland does it go? We'll likely see the precipitation begin just after midnight on Monday into early Tuesday, and that's when we're likely going to do the most mixing. But by the time we get to the early commute time, right now models are indicating we will be in full snow, and that will take us right through the daylight hours on Tuesday, not really wrapping up until we get to Tuesday night. So yeah, your Monday forecast will feature mostly sunny, but Tuesday again is going to be a whole different ball game. So what can you do now? Because we're still about 48 hours out. Well, there are things like fill any prescriptions that are going to need to be filled for the first half of the week. Also, make sure your pets have ample supplies. It's time to make sure you have plenty of batteries for flashlights or luminary devices. Candles are always a good thing. Charge up the electronics. Check in on your elderly friends and neighbors. They'd love to see you anyway. Make sure you have a snow removal plan. Gas for the snow blower and also the generator. And home heating. If you get oil or propane, make sure that if you're running really low, you schedule a fill up or at least get something in the tank for the first half of the week. So here's what we've got going. We've got the winter storm warning in place for the interior, the area shaded in pink. This is where we're going to see the biggest thump of snow, where we are expecting to remain as snow from start to finish, and that's why the totals will be higher. Where the mixing layer could intrude, this is where we're finding the watch section. Still looking for significant snowfall, but here we're also going to mix in an element of high winds, 40 to 50 miles per hour, where in the warning area we'll likely max out about 40 miles per hour. Power outages are on the menu for all areas, though, as a result, because the snow quality is going to be heavy and wet. And of course, that weighs things down, and that's why we have the chance of, well, taking out some structures that could lead to power outages. So when's it all going to peak? It looks like late morning, early afternoon. That's when the darkest of the purples, the highest of intensity, is expected to move through. And at that time, we have the possibility of seeing snowfall rates on the order of 1 to 2 inches per hour. That makes for whiteout conditions. And when you bring into the fact an additional 40 to 50 mile per hour wind, you can expect visibilities to drop to nothing. So if you don't have anywhere to go, don't go anywhere. Again, we will be doing that mixing early on, changing over. Out on the Cape, we'll likely stay mixing the longest, and that's where we're expecting our least amount of totals. We do clear as we go to Tuesday night, and we bring the sun back in time for Valentine's Day. So just to sort of sum it all up, our storm impacts are going to be difficult travel. Gusty winds to 50 miles per hour that could lead to power outages and snowfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour. Out on easternmost areas of Massachusetts, that's where we have the highest potential of seeing some coastal flooding. With all that said, this is our updated snow map, and I do expect this to change between now and Monday night, simply because we have too many variables that we cannot answer. We do not know the track of the system, and we do not know its intensity, and those are the two keys that will nail down the forecast and tell us exactly what we're going to get. So right now, this is our hypothesis, and I feel pretty confident about it. Here's your extended forecast, and we are expecting the sun to shine for Valentine's Day, but it is going to be much colder, so it's going to be kind of, well, perfect cuddling weather, I guess. I don't know. If you're, if you like to cuddle, but,
I'd say so. With the snow outside from the day before.
Right?
Why not?
right? If you have a fireplace, you know.
At least it'll be sunny then.
It will be.
Yeah,
yes.
because I personally am not looking forward to the snow, especially that heavy, wet snow you mentioned.
Yeah.
It is good for snowman building, though, of course.
That's true. But
snowballs.
also we're going to drop temps so dramatically that we may find some ice, and that may be a problem to think about now ahead of time for Wednesday. So if you don't have any snow melt or ice melt, this is the time to stock on up.
All right, the stores will be busy tomorrow with everyone